I am Steph Falcon and I want to rescue and relocate some Cape Rain frogs from a demolition site in Cape Town, South Africa. These frogs are a protected species endemic of this area. They are disappearing because of loss of habitat and they are now listed as vulnerable. It's a race against time because it's November already. The rain season is finished here in the Cape Town area, and these frogs will very soon go deep underground, and then it will be impossible to rescue them. We are expecting some rain from tomorrow for 2 days, and this will probably be the last rain of this season. We will see if we manage to catch some so that we can then release them in a safe environment nearby. But why is the Cape Rain frogs so peculiar and important?
So Breviceps, the frog that you were looking for, and this frog, this is the complete opposite. So the Breviceps is a terrestrial breeder. It lays their eggs in the sand. It's an unusual frog because typically we think of frogs living at water, and when you walk past they will jump into the water or they go and breed in the water. So this is what frogs do, I mean, a typical frog. But this guy looks more like a marshmallow. It's very round and fat, and when the male and female get together to mate, you know how frogs sort of grip each other. They can't, they're too fat. The arms are too short.
But this frog, exactly because it's not so dependent on the wetland, has managed to adapt and survive in certain spots of the city, in a few private gardens. At the end of October, we received a call from a resident worried about the frogs and about a demolition process about to start in one of the little sockets where the Cape Rain frogs still survive. After getting a catch and release permit from Cape Nature, the local authority, we were authorized to dig in the soil 25 non-invasive bucket traps to catch the frogs, while of course being very careful not to hurt any by mistake. The forecast was we would have had 2 days of rain, possibly the last heavy rain of the year. We had to remove some thick vegetation and place our bucket traps. Each bucket had to have some soil in it to allow the frogs to go underground anyway and keep moisturized. We had to place our plastic fences running over the buckets to drive the frogs along the fences so that they would eventually fall into the buckets. What we needed now was the rain, but not little rain, because that would only moisturize the soil on the surface. We actually needed enough rain to go deep down into the soil and reach the frogs. Okay, so we are going. It has rained quite a lot during the night. I'm really hopeful. We just have to hope that we will find frogs. Nobody can guarantee that. So we have no frogs today. Oh, this is very disappointing, really, because tomorrow will be our last day of rain, and literally if we can't find them, there is nothing we can do. The forecast predicted only another day of rain. There we go. This is our last chance. A gecko. Damn it! I have not found the frogs, and I'm now very worried about them and their survival. The only thing I can do now is to engage further with the developer, who seemed to be quite sensitive to this problem, and maybe he will commit to protect these frogs in the future. I received confirmation that the demolition will go ahead, so I know that the frogs are at risk and my rescue attempt has failed, and I'm very frustrated about it. I commit to go back there in autumn These frogs will only need a dedicated corner with their indigenous plants, ground covers, and succulents where they can thrive.
I live in a fairly normal house as well, but I love frogs so much that I kind of had to add a space for them. So this is what for most people would be a swimming pool, but and it is a swimming pool, but it's also there are three species of frogs here. So these are common platanus, African clawed frog or common clawed frog, totally aquatic and very friendly.